Looking at these strange creatures, do you feel creeped out or curious? These are leeches, long, soft-bodied creatures with the ability to suck blood. Can you imagine that these seemingly terrifying leeches actually bring huge profits to farmers in China? Let's explore the fascinating secrets behind the leech farming industry in China in today's video. This is a unique aquaculture farm serving both medical and commercial purposes, especially in China. It is not only considered a traditional healing method in Chinese medicine, but also a vital source of income for many farmers. The leech farming industry is rapidly growing in China, and these blood-sucking creatures are considered soft gold, with the industry's value reaching millions of dollars annually. The price of leeches is also quite high, ranging around 800 Chinese yuan, or about $110 per kilogram. According to statistics, in 1984, the consumption of dried leeches in China reached 20 tons. However, since then, this number has increased to 250 tons annually. Of this total, large pharmaceutical companies in provinces such as Hebei, Henan, Shanxi, Shaanxi, and Heilongjiang account for about 220 tons, which makes up the majority of total consumption. This significant increase shows the strength and great potential of the leech farming industry in China. Leech farming is a meticulous process involving close monitoring of the leech's development in a carefully controlled environment for medical use. The use of leeches for medical purposes dates back thousands of years in China. In traditional Chinese medicine, they have been used to balance the body's energy and improve blood circulation. The healing properties of leeches have long been recognized, including their ability to suck out toxins and secrete hydrogen, which helps treat joint diseases, assist in plastic surgeries, and produce pharmaceuticals for cardiovascular diseases, arthritis, and asthma. As a result, many countries use leeches for medical purposes. Today, leech farming has become an important industry in China, particularly the Hirudo medicinalis species. This species is widely used in medicine due to its biological characteristics and health benefits. Despite many benefits, it is important to be aware of potential risks and contraindications when using leeches directly on the body, such as the risk of transmitting infectious diseases and blood loss. Modern medical research has proven that hirudine is the most effective natural substance in the world for inhibiting blood clotting enzymes. It can prevent fibrinogen aggregation, inhibit the combination of blood clotting enzymes with platelets, and has a powerful effect in dissolving blood clots. Additionally, hirudine can lower blood sugar levels and increase blood flow to nourish the heart muscle. The leech farming process includes 4 stages: egg incubation, reproduction, nurturing, and harvesting. Reproduction involves selecting healthy, mature leeches and placing them in breeding tanks. They can lay eggs multiple times a year after mating. After mating, leeches are separated, and the females are regularly monitored to check the development of their egg sacs. The farmers then collect the eggs from the breeding area for incubation. It typically takes about 2 to 3 weeks for the eggs to develop and hatch into young leeches. During the care and nurturing of young leeches, it's essential to maintain a carefully controlled environment where they can be provided with food and ideal living conditions. Although they are resilient in harsh conditions, their care still requires careful management to ensure their health and optimal development. The leech tanks are usually made of plastic or mesh, and each tank can house up to 1,000 leeches depending on the size of the tank. The water system is also crucial, as it must be kept clean and clear to ensure the best living conditions for the leeches. Young leeches typically begin their life by sucking blood from a host animal. When they latch onto an animal, they suck blood and secrete an anticoagulant to keep the blood flowing, which increases their survival rate in the aquatic environment. Larger leeches are fed mainly on plankton, worms, insects, snails, animal blood, tadpoles, and other small creatures. They are fed once a week. As the leeches grow larger, farmers often transfer them to a moist soil or mud environment, which is the best habitat for their continued natural growth. Do you know how big leeches can grow after the care process? On average, they reach a size of 4 to 7 centimeters for Hirudo verbana and 10 to 15 centimeters for Hirudo medicinalis. The leech farming cycle is very short. The capital turnover is very fast. The technique is simple. The applicability is wide. The farming households rely on the available resources of the family to develop the leech farming profession on a suitable scale. The economic efficiency of leech farming is very high. Leech productivity can reach 1.2 to 1.5 tons of dry leech per hectare per year, with a selling price of about 15.75 to 19.69 US dollars per kilogram of dry leech. The revenue reaches 19,700 to 27,600 US dollars per hectare per year. But the investment is very little, so the profit is high. With intensive technology, using selected breeds in nature, and importing good breeds from China and Japan, leech productivity can be further improved. The leech consumer market in Europe and the US has increased dramatically. In recent years, Japan, Korea, and Southeast Asian countries have also had an increasing demand for leeches, making the leech market more vibrant. Do you wonder why Chinese farmers often dry leeches in the sun? This is because drying helps preserve leeches longer than using fresh leeches, and at the same time, dried leeches have stronger medicinal properties. In China, leeches are often used in traditional medicine to treat blood problems and inflammatory conditions such as arthritis and skin ulcers. The use of leeches in modern medicine is also recognized with their use for medical purposes, such as after surgery to improve blood circulation and reduce mild inflammation. In addition, dried leeches also have the advantage of being easier to store and transport than fresh leeches. With strict management and investment in new generations, leech farming in China can contribute significantly to traditional medicine and become a profitable business for farmers. Are you curious whether Chinese people eat leeches? Actually, they are used as a delicacy in some areas, where they are often stir-fried or used as a filling for dumplings. However, not all Chinese people eat leeches, and they are not popular in most areas.